Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of the Incubator with your host, James E. Can you believe it is April? Easter is here and spring has sprung. What better way than introduce this week's series? We have officially hit the 50 forms of content. Isn't that amazing? So what better way than refocus, rethink, and reintroduce those first 50 steps before we move on to the next in our series. It is awesome. If you're new to the Incubator, welcome, and this is the perfect time for you to learn, see, develop, and grow your brand, your business, your product, your service, or yourself. Let's begin. When we first started, lists are incredible tools that give direction on how to grow and develop content by asking questions, receiving answers that allow you to wonder why as you begin to search engine optimization. When we first began, we were all talking about creating lists. They weren't about the whole list to go shopping, lists to do home repairs. It was lists to grow, develop your business, your brand, your service, and your product, of course. During this time, it would have given you an incredible foundation to ask questions that will give you the answers that will allow your customers to know who you are about. As you began your search, we were able to focus on case studies that would give you testimonials, live, interactive, direct testimonials that speak the truth about your brand, your product, your service, and you. And while getting the truth, it represents a strong presence of where you're coming from, who your target audience is, and creating quotes of simplicity based on truthful acts of kindness, answering questions, and developing in the form of interviews that will allow you to create a demo that would build, strengthen your brand, product, service, and you as a whole. As we were creating that demo to review a product through comparison, we were able to create company news that put your business in the front within your community by reaching out and strengthening your goals, your inspirations, your expectations for your brand, your service, your product, and how it can relate and unite a community to grow and support your industry. That allowed you to round up in making strong, successful decisions while letting the public know who you were all about and inviting them on the journey to grow with you. Continuing on the whole round up to making a successful business decision, you would basically base that on researching. Researching is a crucial element you need to learn, recognize, and master to be successful in your life and in your business. By doing this, you can do this through book reviews, and you can basically give your professional opinion, starting with a metaphor to create a unique intro into a professional story ending in a prediction. When we're talking about the whole professional opinion, we are talking about, we're not gossip, we're talking about actual factual statements of truth that can strengthen and build your rapport and your brand. If there's a negative comment, address that, grab it, share it, but add your successful twist to it by researching outcomes and strengthening how to overcome that issue. By doing that, you're going to basically show you're taking the higher road, focusing on actual, factual concerns and not personal rants or attacks. Because people may not just like you, your product, or your brand, or your competition just could be taking a simple little jive at you. Always remember one thing: success includes keeping it real. By keeping it real, you are going to be able to focus, pretty cool, huh? On your failures and what not to do. You're going to take that, share it, like it, explain it, develop it, master it, and love it. You're also going to learn that from other people, and you're also going to learn to be like the old owl. Watch, listen, but never say a word. For in the end, this will help design, create your goals, which will then in return allow you to work with the community to be transparent in your research, sharing your true, actual, factual facts and stats about where you are, where you've been, and where you're heading. Talking about formats of content, what will work best to tell your story? Well, the town, city, dwelling that you live in. Include family, friends, co-workers, peers, and of course, your target audience, including your competition and your direct suppliers and contacts. Allow them to be included in sharing your story. By using guides, you can create worksheets that will allow you to create a checklist template on the successes, the struggles, the realistic expectations on where you are, where you want to be, and where you're heading. This will then allow you to create awesome ebooks that promote your unity, your brand, product, or service in various forms that will give you direction, shape, and charm, which can then easily be turned into an audio book. That is fantastic in deciding what kind of content will work best for you. Photography is a powerful tool when you add memes and comics in the form of screenshots. Awesome. Screenshots have the power in the form of animated GIFs and illustrations, for they are real and show your cause. Showing your cause and being real and reaching out to your clients is basically something what we're doing this week. We are outside of the office in our natural surroundings, looking at different scenarios and incredible sites just to showcase what is real and how to grow and develop and be different, thinking outside the box. Sometimes thinking outside the box, heading back to the basic, means you may not have a lot of funds behind you, especially with COVID-19. I said it. Be prepared to go right to the basics. Handwritten notes, sketches, brainstorming. It is crucial for bringing ideas to reality by setting up, creating text messages and emails that you're going to be sending out and bringing to life to build your brand, yourself, your product, and your service. For in the end, you always know through experiences, learning, knowledge is power. And what better way to gain that knowledge than through courses and certificate programs, for they are the foundation of you, your brand, your product, and your service. They will allow you to be effective and efficient. Yes, you're going to have to put time and energy to learn these skills. You may not have the financial resources to go back and take courses to get your certificates, your masters, your diplomas, etc. But you know what you can do? You can learn from outside factors. You can watch videos, how to, and read books from the library. Learning is not just something that has to be in a classroom. It can be anywhere, anytime, not just between 9 and 3. And remember, the best form of knowledge is experience. It hands on. Like a swing, you have your ups and your lows. In the weeks to follow, we are going to take you on a journey. Various sites, various experiences, new settings as we experience with you. Until next week, be real, be unique, be you. United in diversity. I am James E., and this is The Incubator.